Yeah, I saw it. I think JP 1.0 is the new meta for for plat percent, right? It's the new meta. All right, guess where we're going, boys.
Where am I? What is this?
Blood. I sure hope it isn't Chris's blood.
Hey, Savior! What's going on?
You again?
Right. Can you hear me? Are you alright? Where are you?
What's the problem? Equipment trouble?
I don't know. I'm getting crazy readings. The coordinates make no sense. I can't pinpoint your position.
Hope, are you there?
No, no, no. Hope can't hear you or see you. You're invisible. Do you know why? Because we're inside you. Spooky, huh?
That's lewd.
You mean inside my mind?
Yeah, it's a safe place that God can't see. You could almost say it's like, oh, I don't know, an unseen realm.
Alright, if you say so. But that begs the question, what the hell are you doing in here?
I have a name. It's Lumina, and I know a lot about you. You need my advice, and in here we can talk about anything we want, safe from prying eyes.
Prying eyes? You mean Hope?
Yep, he might not realize it, but everything he learns gets passed straight on to God.
What of it? I don't have any secrets to hide.
Oh, right. You're the loyal servant, aren't you? You wouldn't dream of betraying him. And don't worry, okay? Even if I know otherwise, well, my lips are sealed.
I have no reason to betray him.
Right, right. That's very convincing. Keep those feelings hidden and play the loyal little servant. You want to be as cold as a steel in your sword. You do that, and then no one can guess what's inside. It's true, God can't see into human hearts. But he can read your face and tone, just like anyone else, and make his own guesses.
Like I said, I don't have anything to hide. He's promised to bring Sarah back. I'm not gonna do anything that might cause him to change his mind. Why should I?
Are you still in there, Lightning? Why are you afraid?
Huh?
Come on, think about it. We're inside your mind, don't you get it? If you can't be true to yourself here, where can you? I know you haven't changed, because you can't.
What the hell are you?
We're just particles of dust brushed from the palm of a god. That's all we ever were. Right, sis?
No, wait! That was Sarah.
Sarah! In my restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill.
Finally! I've got a connection again. Light, what just happened?
I was talking to Lumina.
Lumina? That girl? What does she want? And where is she now?
You didn't hear any of that?
No, my sensors didn't pick up a thing. Are you sure she was there? Maybe it was just a dream.
A dream? Maybe that's what it was.
Right. Teleport complete.
By the way, you can move this thing around if you really want to, for some reason. Whee! Mesmerizing. It's like hypnosis. Breathe very deeply. When I snap my fingers, you will come. Alright. We need to fight mini-flans. We did fight some, though. We need 6 fiber dues. We have 2. We need 4 more. Might as well pick up a bunch of these things. 'Cause we're gonna need these too. That is not a mini-flan. Also, what were mini-flans weak to? Did we learn that yet? Oops. It is a feral creature, small scale. Well, it's probably lightning. They are weak to lightning herself, the goddess. Is that one back there? No, that's just the window. But there is this thing. We are going to grab.
What do you need today?
These things. I'm gonna go ahead and get some potions.
Can I help you with something today?
Actually, I should get a phoenix down just in case.
Can I help you with something today? Safe travels.
There isn't an outfitters in here. Yeah, so. What is. Oh, this is how I change the color. That isn't too red. Please. That's not a mini flan. I want to get more adornments though, because this is clearly a dress-up simulator.
What do you need today?
Also, that is an interesting place for a tattoo. No. We're gonna go with the cowgirl hat.
Once built here. For a while, it was the center of all human culture.
Do you dream of death? I saw this coming.
All right, 2 more.
It appears the ruins here are all that remain of that time.
So was that our golden age? Judging by the state of them, it ended a long time ago.
The chaos that's destroying the world emerged right here in the wildlands. The initial flood of chaos devastated this entire area.
So this is
You
where
didn't
it began.
despawn, bitch.
The beginning of the end.
You still haven't despawned. Do you know what despawning is? You do know what it means to, like, not be fought, do you? Alright, well, I'm just gonna fight you out here. Bitch. Yes, it is. It's a cowgirl. Needs more cowbell. You are also not a mini flan.
Time to repent.
I don't really like where my Imperial is. I know this is like a terrible idea to stick all the debuffs on one garb, but I'm gonna stick it there. And then what can I stick here? Critical bravery. Let's see, we have thunder. Let's give you arrow. Arrow! There's many plants.
Time to repent. You will be reborn.
All right. We got our 6 mini plans. EP bonus when fighting on chaos is 1. You get 1 extra EP.
It's the white chocobo. I found it.
He's injured. You have to help him.
I won't turn back now. What's done is done.
I screwed that up.
Time to repent. Get back to where you belong.
ATB. There we go. I cannot actually use overclocks in this fight, so I have to fight legit. What is this?
Look at this. Why didn't he just run away? He's torn up pretty bad.
Perhaps he had to fight to protect something.
It's all right, little one. I'll help you. You're bleeding heavily. We have to stop it.
It's the white chocobo. What happened here?
He needs medical attention, and fast.
Right. I'll get the doctor. Yeah! Yep! Oh!
It's even worse than I feared. Hey, help me get him to Canopus Farms, now!
Yes,
I won't let him die. Of that you have the word of Dr. Gizal. Stop moving around! Quickly!
Do you really think that was a chocobo?
Why do you ask? It might be a subspecies, but it certainly looked like a chocobo to me.
Right, to me too. But the thing is, when I first saw it, I felt this weird familiarity.
You felt familiar with a chocobo?
Maybe you just need a friend, Light.
Hey, I know what I felt. I'll
Also,
follow
hey,
the dog
person.
back to Canopus Farms.
Easy there.
I'm sorry. Dr. Ghazal's in surgery right now and can't be disturbed. You'll have to wait
Give
here.
me some fresh water. Yeah. Okay, good, good.
As I stood there, watching the doctor try to save the chocobo's life, I knew this was no ordinary animal.
All right, all right. Good. Good, that's it.
Not only because of the legend, I felt a connection, as if we'd fought together.
There, that's it. Easy.
But why? It made no sense.
All right.
Hang on.
It's all over. You can come see for yourself.
Light.
Is he all right?
His wounds are cleaned and dressed, but he's still dying.
Can't you help?
Listen to me. He's half-starved. If he is to recover, he needs nutrients, vitamins, protein. But no matter what we do, we can't make him eat.
Is he that weak?
It's not a question of being weak. He's too proud. That's the problem.
Kappa
We've
pride.
tried everything to coax him, but he simply won't accept any food from humans. And the fool beast just glares at us.
That pride will kill him.
Such a stubborn bird can be none other than the angel of Valhalla. The only human the angel will bow to is the one he recognizes as master. Perhaps he will obey you. Try it. Offer him this.
The only being that has ever obeyed me was Odin.
Light.
Is this all right?
You are the chosen one. That much is clear. But tell me, what led you to that place where the chocobo lay injured?
It's like I was summoned there. When I first
Speaking of
arrived
summoning.
in the Wildlands, I heard a girl's voice. The encounter is ordained. You have been led to the fountainhead whence the chaos flows.
Great Etro's helm. You too have heard the voice? Words spoken by a maiden, carried on the wind. That such things are happening now can only mean one thing. That the legends are coming true at last.
What legends? What do they have to say?
It is said that the white chocobo will choose a master, and then bear that chosen one to the gates of the temple of the goddess. Deep beneath, it is said, roils the great chaos.
The Great Chaos. What is that?
On that, alas, the legends are silent. If you truly wish to know the answer, then you must go to the temple yourself. And to do that, you must nurse the chocobo back to health.
Why me? Why do I need the chocobo?
Only the legendary chocobo can ascend those cliffs and carry you to the temple. But he must be in full health. He will only accept food from you. Everything is in your hands. Do not delay. The chocobo must eat, and soon. Gazal greens and milk. Start with those. As for other nutrients and sustenance he might need, ask around the village and see what people can spare.
I mean, I can sleep in a room with the draft. I mean, I once slept like in the middle of winter with the window wide open. I mean, it's actually comfortable to sleep in a cold room. I would much prefer to be, you know, sitting in a warm room if I'm playing games. But for sleepy time, sure. Neji and I can sleep together. Wait. Gasol Greens.
Hope, what do you think about this great chaos? Let's suppose.
Hey, how's that bird doing? Of course, I speak of the white chocobo that you're caring for. Perhaps you would like to feed him some of this fortifying milk. The truth is, one of my regulars wanted it, but I just can't stand by seeing that poor creature suffer. You take it.
I don't want to sleep at the inn. Rest your tired bones at an inn until the hour of your choosing. Restore all of your HP. Health. No,
I
fuck
think
that.
it's more than a baseless legend. That temple.
Drink this.
Your dick seems to want more food.
A bunch of fuss buckets, aren't they? The villagers, I mean.
Everyone's been very kind and helpful.
Well, you have to be out here in the wildlands. No one who tries going it alone survives very long. Just remember, if someone scratches your back, they'll expect some back scratching in return.
It's the temple that once sealed away a power.
Hey, don't step on the vegetables.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's all right. No harm done. I was only warning you. I've just planted a whole crop of gazelle seedlings.
Right. Chocobo's favorite food.
Yep, and our bread and butter. My name is Sarala, by the way. This is our field. My father's and mine. We've always worked it together. Nice to meet you and everything. You should feed that white chocobo of yours with some gazelle greens. Normally we have a full crop, but with father away I have no fertilizer to grow more. That's the last one. But you can have it.
But the power did escape. And it unleashed the king.
Oh, you should eat.
Your dick is healing nicely.
It's a unique specimen, without a doubt. But it needs to eat what other chocobos eat. Even a legend can't live on air and admiration.
Did you try offering him food again? Is he still refusing you?
Yes, we've tried. But he kicks up a fuss loud enough to scare the sheep in Arius.
That man just came out of nowhere.
I guess I'm stuck with him.
After that, it receded as quickly as it appeared. No one knows where it came from.
My friend, we meet again. They tell me that the white chocobo is out of danger.
Yes, he's safe for now. Thanks to you. You brought the doctor just in time.
Lucky for us both. I'm glad we could save that magnificent animal. Now here, I give you this gift.
Choco bullshit.
All we know is the name.
Yeah. Unseen chaos. Easy now.
Things have finally settled down. Have you had a chance to talk to everyone here at Canopus Farms? People here, they understand the importance of helping each other out. It's the only way to survive. As long as that chocobo keeps eating, he's bound to recover sooner or later. The problem is, he'll only accept food from your hand. He doesn't need any more surgery. And he won't accept food from me. So it looks like I've done all that I can for him. If you need any help or advice, talk to 13.
It's not a power that belongs in this world.
It can destroy.
How does it look? Can you help the chocobo?
Well, the doctor says he's out of immediate danger, for now. But he needs quality fodder to get his strength back.
Why, that is good news. I suppose that means you'll be wanting lots of gazelle greens then, won't you? I could give you lots normally, but we've just shipped off our latest harvest to the city, and we don't have any left.
So it's no use waiting for the next crop, right?
Actually, gazelle greens ripen ever so fast. They spring out of the ground right before your eyes, if you have fertilizer, that is. Father went off to the woods to collect fertilizer, but he still hasn't returned. He's been gone for days.
But the woods aren't that far. Could something have happened?
He does it all the time. He wanders off without a word and leaves me alone. That's why I'm not so worried. I know he'll be back, eventually.
The least he could do is tell you where he goes. It's not right. Forcing you to put on a brave front and pretend you're not worried.
Oh, you could tell? Darn it. I try so hard to pretend it's perfectly normal that he just disappears. But the truth is, I'm scared to death about him.
And you have no idea where he goes? What's his name?
His name's Cole. He said he went to the woods to look for fertilizer. The Yogwoods, I mean. If you happen to see Father, would you tell him something?
A father's request. Wait, Sarala's the father? What? Plot twist! In the farming village of Canopus Farms, Lightning encounters a young woman called Sarala tending her field. Sarala grows Gisal grains, a favorite of chocobos, but at the moment her field lies barren for want of fertilizer. Her father was supposed to bring some back, but he is prone to wandering off for days at a time, and this time too he has failed to return. Lightning should head to Yogged Woods and find a wayward farmer by the name of Cole. Sahasrara? Oh!
If I find a farmer called
I need the
Cole,
green pendant.
I'll send him on home.
Father headed towards Yogg, where the hunting woods lie. When you find him, tell him to bring some fertilizer home.
Check her back. Hey, Wally. I'm not going far enough south, am I? Yeah, I'm not. Niblet?
Hey, excuse me. You look like you can handle a weapon. Do you want to do me a favor?
Well, that
I want to do you.
It's no big deal. It's just I need proof that I slayed some monster. Tall order for me, easy enough for you. I'd make it worth your while, of course. So, what do you say?
What do I get?
Chocobo feed. Special stuff. The best around. Delivered fresh from Aria's farms. Sounds good, right?
The right stuff. At the entrance to the Yogged Woods, Lightning is waylaid by a young hunter hopeful. He offers a deal. If she can defeat certain monsters, he will give her chocobo feed. Lightning simply has to hunt down some miniflan, collect 6 samples of Vibrant Ooze, and deliver them to the hunter. Quest item, Vibrant Ooze 6, held 6. Interesting.
You're in luck. Chocobo feed is exactly what I need.
Hey, that's the spirit. Thanks! That's everything I asked for. Now I can hold my head up proud when I return to Yogged Village.
Are you gonna tell me what you need it for?
For my hunter's trial. See, I just joined the band, but I'm not officially one of the hunters. But I want to be, and fast. I've got to prove my worth by bringing back a piece of a monster. Proof of my prowess, they call it.
So, let me get this straight. You're gonna take what I collected as the proof? You just used me to cheat on the trial.
Cheating? Who said it was cheating? The rules say I can get the monster stuff by any means. That includes dealing. And there's nothing that says I can't enlist other people to help. Their trial is about who has the ability to survive. And wits are just as important as brawn. The only rule in the Wildlands is there are no rules.
Maybe that's enough to convince you, but if you're not cut out to be a hunter, you're just setting yourself up for trouble later.
I'm used to it. You know how many times I failed this test?
54!
101. That's how many.
101?
I saw that look. You think I'm a loser, don't you?
No, I'm impressed, really. You did something few people can. To fail at something as often as you did, and still get back on your feet to try again, it's a rare quality. You have real perseverance, more than I have. forget what I said earlier. I was wrong. You are strong enough. You've got the makings of a great hunter.
Now you're making me blush. I still can't shoot an arrow further than I can spit.
Maybe not.
He's
but you're
talking about
going to be a hunter
ejaculation.
Anyway. And yes, maybe it will take you 101 tries, but eventually you'll succeed and bring a monster down.
Obligatory save your pelvic thrust. Oh. I guess you can't pelvic thrust on a chocobo. Who knew?
Easy there. Be careful.
Such a resilient animal.
Will he be all right?
Let's have a look. Yes, he's doing much better. Healthy enough to be ridden, I'd say. He's on the way to a complete recovery, but you'll need to keep an eye on him for a while. I must say, he truly is a splendid specimen. I've spent 100 years caring for chocobos, and I feel as if it were all preparing me for this moment. Thank you.
So what you're saying is I should save my game. White Choco Chick. Obligatory save your pelvic thrust. Riding your dick. Fighting with your dick. Alright. We got Choco Chicks. Aww. I don't know what that was. Oh, I see. It's very subtle. I want the Choco Chick. Yeah, I will save.
Now that you've nursed the chocobo back to health, why not take him for a ride? You can explore the wildlands together.
Hey, Tyrannus. There's a shiny. Vegetable seed. Vegetable seed.
This is Yogged Woods.
Vegetable seed.
Tangled foliage draws monsters who seek cover in the dark shadows. There's a village in the center of the woods, home to a band of hunters. For them, this is prime hunting ground. It's all too easy to become lost in here. Strange vines grow rapidly, covering the paths.
It basically is 100%, yes. this? I need to fight certain things. I think I want ignition. Maybe.
Your light is mine.
Oh, they are weak to fire.
Has a price.
Yeah, I need to get 6 slug sweets. I got the fertilizer, right? It's key item, I think. Yep, I got one. Fuck the drieds.
Are you the Cole who owns the field?
Who told you that name? Where'd you hear it?
From Sarala at Canopus Farms. She told me that her father, Cole, left the village to collect fertilizer from the woods, but he didn't come back.
And so you thought I was this fertilizer seeker? Is that what you're telling me? Is that right?
You still haven't answered my question.
Sure enough. But why should I give you something for nothing? I say we, you and I, engage in some give and take.
You're not gonna answer me, are you?
Not until you do something for me. The fact is, I am looking for fertilizer, which doesn't make me that coal fella mind. Anyway, it's a big job, and I could do with some help. Nah, it's simple enough work. Anyone can do it. I've already found the stuff. It just needs gathering. I've marked the locations with a shovel. All you have to do is dig the stuff up and bring it to me.
I've done what you asked. Now tell me who you are.
Of course. I'm a man of my word, and I'll tell you what you want to know. You said you are looking for Sarala's father, a man called Cole? That's right, isn't it? Now listen carefully. The Cole you seek, well, the fact is he's already dead.
He is?
Yep, that's right. I was the one who found him. He was attacked by monsters. I ran to help, but by the time I reached him, it was too late. I was standing here pondering how I was going to break the news to Sarala when you came along with your questions. I feared if I told you what happened, you'd run straight off and tell Sarala.
She has to be told sometime. Or will you keep it a secret?
Of course not. I know I can't put it off forever as much as I'd like to. Now's the time. She needs to be told the truth. Plain and simple, with no sugarcoating. I think it'll be for the best. In the long run, leastways.
For the best, huh? Tell me, when you say it would be for the best, do you mean it would be the best for Sarala? Or are you talking about yourself?
What do you mean? Why, Sarala, of course. She's a strong girl. If you ask me, she'll do far better without her old man to burden her. Yep, she'll be able to move on, stand on her own feet, and live her own life.
All right. Well, in that case, let me tell her.
You'd really do that? I'd hate to drag a stranger into this.
Maybe a stranger is exactly who she needs to hear it from.
You might be right. Very well. I'll leave it in your capable hands. That fertilizer you collected, it was Cole who found it. So, why don't you take it to Sarala as a keepsake? Oh, and one more thing. Give her a message from Cole.
You spoke to him?
Yep, just before he died in my arms. The last thing he said was, dig next to the flower. You tell her that, in those exact words.
It's a hard story to swallow. But at the very least, he really cares about Sarala and what happens to her. I'll go back to Canopus Farms and tell Sarala the news.
Ah, yes. Well done. I heard what you did. Now you helped our hunter hopeful pass his trial.
I didn't know it was for a trial. If I had, I would have refused him.
It matters not. His wits and guile have made him a hunter true, and that's a fact. Here in the wildlands, our human laws pale to nothing in the face of nature's grim, unyielding certainties.
He has grit and perseverance. Those are useful qualities in a hunter.
Qualities you do not lack. I've heard about your exploits against the monsters out here. I am proud of my fighting skills, but it's a misplaced pride when they are set against yours. A warrior like you could serve as an inspiration to many of us. Tell me, will you help out our young hunters and be a model for them?
A model?
Yes, that's right, a role model, I mean. The new recruits are eager, but still wet behind the ears. They don't know what it takes to defeat a truly powerful monster. You can show them and give them something to strive for.
The Hunter's Challenge. Lightning meets the chief of the Yogg hunters in their settlement in the woods, who asks her to slay certain monsters. By performing the deed, he hopes that Lightning will become a role model for the young hunters of this village. The first challenge is a warm-up of sorts. Lightning must battle wild valleys and Hanumens, collect 3 clumps of monster mints, and report back to the chief.
Why not?
I knew you would agree. How about a little warm-up first? Easy pickings for the likes of you.
Sure. Let's do it.
So I need to... Vengeance is what I want. Fuck it, I'm getting all of these. Oh, there it is.
Easy. Calm down now.
It's a healthy-looking bird.
Why, thank you. You wouldn't believe that not so long ago, he was so injured he could barely walk.
Is that right?
Yes. He's completely better now, though. He can run like the wind, all thanks to the herb I gave him.
Must be a powerful medicine. What's it called?
Why are you so interested? Oh, you're the person who found the Angel of Valhalla, right? I think I can help you. The herb is called Yule's flower. It's a very beautiful flower that grows out east near the ruined city.
Yule's flower, huh?
Yes. If you find one, let your chocobo graze on it. If you pick it yourself, it's not nearly as effective. Actually, speaking of that, can I ask you a favor? If you do get the Angel of Valhalla to eat some Yule's flowers, could you bring him to me afterwards?
Chocobo cheer. Yeah, she's literally riding the angel. Oh, you're the person who recovered the Angel of Valhalla. What, you mean this thing that I'm riding on right now? Dipshit. Nadia of Yogg Village tells Lightning about a rare medicinal herb that works well on chocobos. It is called Yule's flower, and she has heard that some specimens are blooming near the ruined city to the east. The flower starts to lose its potency almost from the moment it is picked. The Angel of Valhalla should be taken to the flower rather than the other way around.
I could, but why?
Well, it's just that I want to check something. Well, if chocobos can learn how to speak, and if the angel is smarter than the rest...
Do you really think they can talk?
No, I'm just joking. Anyway, if you do go to the ruins in the east, be careful. There are scary monsters roaming around there.
Hey, you. What was it that you were talking to Nadia about?
She told me about
No, this is
an herb,
Patrick.
Something called Yule's flower. It's supposed to help chocobos.
Yule's flower, huh? Wait, she told you to give one of those flowers to your chocobo, right? And then bring him back to her, right?
Good guess.
I knew it. She really thinks that Yule's flowers can make chocobos talk.
She does seem obsessed about talking chocobos. Listen, can this Yule's flower really help my chocobo?
Oh yeah, it's an amazing medicine. It can cure chocobo injuries faster than anything I know.
Yule's flowers are real, and they work, but not for making chocobos talk. Naughty is a bit kooky, and that gets her into trouble sometimes. Not that you have to worry about her at all. Nope. Keeping her safe is my job. Even if she gets angry at me and tells me I'm a meddler.
You want to be... Hello, and welcome.
This isn't actually the shop I wanted. You have notes. I don't care about notes.
Thank you kindly for your patience.
Oh, there's the guy. Oh, I was supposed to get the other thing. Never mind. I'm dumb.
Come back soon.
Get this. Yeah, I want that one. This notes. This guy says by vengeance and Hunter of the Wild, and for some reason I thought Hunter of the Wild was a weapon. What do those symbols mean? Oh, duh, they're the schemata. I do want extra ATB speed. All right.
Come back soon.
Someone else I'm supposed to talk to. Not you. Oh, I guess she appears at 8, is my guess. Because this Hunter Chief goes away at 8. See, he's gone now.
Welcome. I have the cure for your chocobo's woes. You sound pretty sick. Sorry about that. I've been laid low with this cough. Doesn't inspire a lot of confidence, does it? Though, to be fair, I don't treat humans. I only make medicine for chocobos. You're the apothecary? That's right. Oh, did you need something? There I was just complaining about my health as if I didn't have a business to run. If you want some medicine, you'll have to bring me the ingredients first. That's how I do things. Medicine for chocobos, although I know a few recipes that work on people. So the chocobos have their own apothecary. They have it good in this village. That's because without them, we could never survive out here. So then, what do you need? Supplements for a chocobo. What I need are... Have you been to see a doctor? For humans, that is? I'm fine. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, brewing chocobo. To make it, I'll need chocoborals and slug sweets. Bring those and I can brew you a batch.
Alright. I don't know that I actually had to talk to her, but these notes did say that, so. Hello, Mr. Tech, how are you doing? Aw, man. Red vines. Oh. Okay. We're not going this way. What kind of run is this? I'm playing this game for fun. Doing everything. I do have an outline of how to do things, but I'm just trying to have fun. Oh, I can't actually glide yet. That's why I can't grab that item. Okay. Wow. Shots fired. Come on. Rafflesia.
No room for doubts now.
Oh, nice. The 5-red triple kill. Oh, yeah. We got an attack level 1. Oh, my God. Attack so good. Am I right? It's around here somewhere. Aha.
So this is it, a Yule's flower. They tell me this will make you strong. Here, eat it. Well, looks like it works. Nadia's the one who told me about the flower, and she's anxious to see you. Let's go to Yogd and thank her in person.
Your dick is looking a little better. All right, how many of these other things do I have? I have 5 slug sweets. I need 6, and chocobo. I have enough chocobo. All right, I need 1 more slug sweet. See, shit on Lightning Returns and then say that 13-2 is a good game. I feel like you're a little biased there, buddy. Oh, do I need 8? Okay, well, I'll get 8 then. These notes say 6. But the quest probably doesn't need 8, in which case I'll get 8. I mean, I really could just fight whatever I want. I don't really care about making things go extinct. Whore. Yeah, the key is to stagger them. And now I have 8, don't I? I have 8. Whee! Oops. Whatever, I'll kill more. You're super poor. You survived. Am I lost? I think I'm lost. Far in the depths of the woods, I can hear Saria's song. Do 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 do. I will fight more. Great.
Time to repent.
You survived.
To the victor.
Arpu. I'm gonna fight you. Because fuck you. Actually, I should have. Oh no, fire's good against these guys. Unless they summon.
You can't beat me.
Well, at least with the chocobo, I don't have to worry about dying, because he'll cure me, I think. Except he's not fully healed, so probably not. No, he cured me! Proof of concept!
Such is fate.
You staggered. You all staggered.
Time to sleep.
Okay, there we go. You staggered them. That's all we had to do was stagger them. I don't know what is the stagger mechanic for those guys? These are chaos beasts, I think. Yes. Deal fire damage. The effect is greater when the enemy is casting magic. Oh, so just wait for them to cast magic and then spam fire. Toad's got it. Okay, slug sweets. Okay, I think we have more than 8.
Before we set out for the day hunt, we always take plenty of time to clean and
It may be the end of the world, but
Oh, ha! Ha! NPC. Okay, so before I do something, I want to see, like, so I know there's an FPS glitch with the Gasol Greens, but is it tied to cutscene skipping? Which I've not been doing?
Sarala.
Oh, hello! Is that Fertilizer from the woods? Thanks. Does that mean you met Father?
I've got some bad news.
Oh, no! Please, not that.
He left a message. His last words before he died were, dig next to the flower.
The flower? A box?
My dearest daughter, if this letter has found its way into your hands, it breaks my heart. But you shall not be seeing me again. I pray that you'll forgive me, but I could not bring myself to say these words to you in person. Now, I want you to know this. The vegetables that we grow in that field are the finest in all of the wildlands. Everyone who tastes them agrees. Do you know why, my daughter? Because you are the one who tends them. It's all thanks to you. Once I am dead, the farm passes to you. It's yours to do as you please. I ask only one thing of you. You know the flower that I looked after? The one that never blooms? Please, promise me you'll look after it and keep it safe. This is my last request to you. There will be no more after this. Farewell, my dearest daughter.
Oh, Dad!
Are you all right?
Yes. Thank you for everything. For telling me the truth. Father stayed here on the farm, not because he liked it, but because he didn't want to leave me alone. He always wanted to leave this place and go on a journey.
A journey?
Yes, to find my mother. She disappeared a long time ago, but he believed she was alive, and he thought I held him back.
You shouldn't think like that.
But it's true. Look what he wrote in the letter. It's all about that stupid flower that never even blooms. He practically comes out and says he doesn't care what happens to me as long as his precious flower is safe.
What flower?
Oh, who cares? He was obsessed with it, you know? Always fussing over it, even though it never bloomed once. What?
It is. It really is. I found it. Unbelievable!
Who are you?
Why, who cares who I am? Behold, the Serala rosa, genus Munchus, the flower of legend, said to bloom once every 500 years.
What? Sorala?
Yes, yes. Serala rosa Munchus. In the ancient tongue, it means for the love of my daughter. The legend says that any place that it blooms will be blessed with great fortune and prosperity forever. I must leave you now and write my paper before my rivals beat me to it. Cornelia is my name, and plant biology is my game. Goodbye and good luck.
Forever for the next 6 days before the world ends. Yeah! Woo!
Sorala. He must have named you after the flower. For good luck and prosperity.
Yes. Oh, Dad.
Girlish glasses. Think we want to equip those girlish glasses. Oh my god. Snakeskin eye patch. Snake! I like the big ass flag though. I'm gonna stick with the choco check on the main though.
Oh, right. You wanted some greens, didn't you? You can borrow my field if you like, to grow some of your own.
I'm not a farmer.
You'll soon get the hang of it. You just need dirt, which I've got. And
Oh, you got
the
some dirt?
fertilizer that Father found.
Dish it to me. Give me some dirt on Dr. Gasol, why don't you?
There you go. Can you see? The spots where I spread the fertilizer. Just plant seeds there and Gazal greens will sprout thick as weeds. Here, I'll give you your first seeds.
I didn't ask you to take my virgin. Oh.
The better the fertilizer, the more greens you can grow. Go find some and bring it back here.
Blah, blah, blah. Gasol greens. No, not yet. Yes.
Very nice. That's good fertilizer you found. Now you'll be able to grow an even bigger crop of greens. Very nice.
Apparently,
Fertilizer you found.
they're
Now
having
you'll be able to
sex
grow an even bigger crop
because of the
greens.
fade to black.
Very nice.
This
That's
is some
good
pretty heavy
fertilizer you
dirt we're
found.
dishing
Now
here.
you'll be able to grow an even bigger crop of greens.
Alright. Now let's see if this glitch happens if you don't skip cutscenes. So really, I won't know until they grow. So really I should just not touch them. Actually, I shouldn't save over the save just in case it is fucked. Provocative? Is that the word? Alright. Sleep well.
Just beyond the hill, you'll find yourself in the farming village of Arius. They herd sheep.
Warrior's potion.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Sheep. March of the Dreadnoughts.
Wait! Oh, blast your fuzzy hides! Where are you going? Come back, please! This is a calamity! What shall I do? What shall I do?
Having some trouble?
Trouble? I'd say. Some of my flock has fled. They've never done this before. What set them off? And of all the times for it to happen, a disaster, I say.
Let me get this straight. It's my fault your sheep ran off, and so it's my job to bring them back?
Well, I realize you meant no harm, of course, but yes, if you're volunteering, please bring my sheep back.
Fuzzy search. Disaster has struck in the village of Argus. 3 of Dr. Sheep's prized specimens have broken out of their pen. Can lightning round up the strays?
Well, what do they look like?
3 in
I don't think that's where lightning is, game.
see them. They were raised on my
Good night,
own
Stuckman.
scientific
Sleep
formula
well.
and grow much larger than normal sheep. It will be a simple matter to give them a scare and drive them back home where they belong. Do this for me and I will be most grateful. And I will offer you a special reward as thanks.
I'll look forward to it.
You should, because it will be in the form of my world-famous fuzzy sheep milk. It's no ordinary milk, let me tell you. Packed with nutrients, creamy and delightful it is. And with 3 sheep, there'll be a lot of it.
3 large sheep have escaped. Use your weapon. I'll show you a weapon. Shaken, not stirred.
Mademoiselle, might I have a word? I consider myself an expert in the culinary arts. That's cooking food to you. But I have not been able to practice my true skill these many years. My master taught me his greatest recipes, but together we only made them but one time. Now the world stands on the edge of destruction, and I fear I will never make them again.
I'd like to help, but about the only dish I can cook is behemoth steak on a campfire.
What I need is much simpler than that. I require only a few small but vital ingredients.
Which you can't find.
Exactement. Especially in this day and age.
The taste of a taste of a past. A taste of the past. In Arya's village, a master chef is anxious to work his culinary magic, but cannot until he has the right ingredients. For his special recipe, the chef needs 3 drops of vibrant ooze and 6 moonsoul blooms. Both are fairly easy to find. Vibrant ooze, for example, can be manifested from many flan. On the other hand, the chef's legendary recipes, the greater challenge, requires 2 rocky crag moles and 2 Arya's apples.
All right, if I find any, I'll bring them to you.
Mademoiselle, merci beaucoup. With those ingredients, I'll once again be able to craft the masterpieces of my forebears.
3 vibrant ooze, 6 moonsoul bloom. Or the legendary legend. Wait for it. Dairy recipe. All right, come on, sheepy, 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 sheepy.
That's the last of them.
On behalf of my sheep, I thank you. As promised, I present you with my sheep milk, the likes of which you won't find anywhere else. Just have to milk them. Hang on. There you go. Go on, take it. It's all for you. I tell you, if you hadn't found them, it would have been years of research down the drain.
Okay, so you're a scientist then, not just a sheep farmer?
Yes, exactly. Sheep's milk. That's my specialty. I carefully selected wild specimens and bred them for generations. I fed them a special formula I've refined over the decades, caring for them night and day. At long last, I had the fine, creamy milk I sought. And now, I have the inestimable honor presenting the fruit of my labor to you, the one chosen by the Angel of Valhalla.
Chosen by the angel, huh? So, what makes you think that's me?
Oh, I can put two and two together easily enough. The reports of a white chocobo, the growing tide of chaos and monsters, all are clear signs that the end of the world is upon us. Not only that, amidst all the portents, I hear rumors of a young woman warrior with rose-colored hair, a description that matches that of the white chocobo's master in some of the tales. And just as I was pondering that, you show up. Why, it had to be destiny.
It could be a lot of things, but you believe what you want.
Oh, I will. I have long known that the milk I made here would change the fate of the world. You are the one chosen by the angel. You change the world with every encounter, with every decision. Our meeting here was no accident.
There was a woman with rose-colored hair riding a white chocobo, and oh, you fit that description too. Wow! No way!
Hey, Light. Why don't you try feeding some of that to the chocobo?
Come on, get well. Yule's flowers are still blooming here. What is it? You're getting better. Good. I'm happy to hear it.
I'm glad you could help the chocobo. Well done, Light. So, what do you say? Why don't you saddle up and head for Rocky Crag?
Right. I need to know more about what's behind the story of the Great Chaos. And that means checking out that temple.
Quack quack, motherfucker.
In the foothills near the temple is an isolated settlement called Polta. It's inhabited by disciples of the goddess Etro.
A whole village of heretics who've turned their backs on the Order.
Heretics they may be, but they aren't fanatics. They fled from persecution in the city. They only want to be left alone.
Then, I don't think they'll appreciate a stranger dropping by.
Well, you won't know until you go. Polta lies at the edge of Rocky Crag.
Soaring with your dick.
Light, I've been measuring your chocobo's recovery. He's coming along. This means you'll be able to explore more areas of the wildlands. The chocobo can now catch the wind when he jumps. You'll be
Helicopter
able to reach more
dicks.
places than you could before.
Yes, yes.
I think if his recovery continues, he'll be able to take you up that cliff and into the temple of the goddess.
Oh, hi. A witch's rosary. What does that do? Restores, right, yeah. Restores HP to the standby schemato when using magic attacks. But greatly decreases physical resistance. Awkward. the fireworm bracelets. Yo, Senrin, how are you doing?
Mother, you're here! You're really here! Of course, honey. It's been so long. You seem to be doing well.
Compared to Luxurian, things aren't as convenient, but it's not so bad. Come on, I'll show you around the village. Oh, and remember, don't stray too far from the path. It's not safe.
Thank you, dear. I'll be sure to remember that. I can't think of a bond stronger than the love between a mother and child. Are you all right? I used to have family too. A sweet little thing who I adopted as my own. How I loved her. Where is she now? She's gone. But she was the sweetest thing, always following me around. Her fur was the softest of all animals. Fur? What? You mean... Oh, wait. You're talking about a pet. A dog, yes. But she was so much more than that. Her name was Clove. She was my only family. One day I lost sight of her for a split second. And she just never came home. Even though I loved her like my own, she probably didn't feel the same about me.
Dun dun dun! I'm going to equip this thingy-mabobber doohickey. The fireworm thingy. And I'm going to plop a save here because I have to fight in the chaos for EP.
This is an area of twisted formations, the bare cliff strip.
Which means anything can happen. Okay, so you are not a fire weak thing.
I'm no thief.
I want to fight you first, actually. Charge! Inspire.
Evil has a price.
What does this even do? This scares me, though. Ha! You tried to do something, but failed because you had too much buildup with your attack.
Time to repent. The light of your soul is mine. Evil has a price. The light of your soul is mine. Thanks for waiting. Don't even try. Evil has a price.
This is going well.
Let the darkness embrace you. fight evil. Your soul is my plunder. Your soul is my plunder. The light of your soul is mine.
Fucking Hanuman! Alright. Weak to arrow, except I don't have the right garb for that. Thank you. I mean, we're whittling him down, it's just not... Oh, I guess he heals each time he does that too, which is annoying!
Time to repent. Evil. Thanks for waiting.
There we go. Jesus Christ. I have to defeat 3 valleys and an Aster Protoflorian. Part of what's going on here. Thank you, Spambot. Okay. Which one are the valleys? Was that what I was just doing? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm going for 3 monsters. I fought one of those before, I think, so I think I'm good there. Oops. Sermons. Yeah, okay, we got 3 of those. I've not fought a Protoflorian, so I have to do that. I'm grabbing that. God bracelet, which it is Blizzard. That is. Goblins drop the green leathers. Rocky Crag Mole. There are the 5 on the path that I need to grab. How convenient. Old-fashioned photo frame. Oh, that's in the research camp too. Okay. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing here now.
You'll need the help of a chocobo if you want to get anywhere in this terrain.
There's the Protoflorian. Let's save before this one too, because this could go pear-shaped.
Strange to say, but people have...
We can do this. Your most valuable treasure. Keep up if you can.
Oh, no, that's not the one I want to use. I don't have thunder. He used mana drive missile, but nothing happened. That's also not the one I want to use. I don't have Blizzard. I am not set up for this fight. Oh. Thank you, Chocobo. This is where out of Phoenix Town.
Your soul is my plunder. Pray for the dead.
I would like to have Brave Eater. I will have that one of these days. Extra-proofing ice. I can handle this one. Flame Spark and Ice Storm. Oh yeah. All right. Oh, and I need to actually remember that I need to grab certain things. That's not the thing. That's not how you get to the thing. There we go. I need to grab these 5 that are on the path. Actually, oh yeah, I do want to go over here for this one. Lightning Returns, the platformer. I'm using the piggybacked Ultima guide, which gets me through the main quests in 5 days or 4 days. Oh, it's there. Now, I don't need to do it all in 4 days, but I mean, that lets me, like, farm monsters or something. Yes, the speed walkthrough. I'm mostly just using it because it does all the side quests, and I kind of don't want to have to, like, try to figure out what side quests have to be done before a certain point. Oh, right, this is still not the right setup for you. I want arrow spells. No, like, there are a few side quests that have to be done before you beat the main quest of the area. And then there's certain ones that, like there's one in, Yusnan that you have to keep visiting that every day for a while or something in order to not fail it. Or at least the first step requires you to visit the next day, and if you fail it, you fail it. Like, there are time-sensitive ones. Not too many, but I want to just make sure I don't fail anything.
Keep up if you can.
Go. So isn't there one in here, or did I pass it up? You killed Bhakti! You monster! You're a bad man! Stay away from the summoner! Alright, we should have 5 of those now. We do.
You are truly one of the few people who dare travel here. This is a terribly desolate place. A graveyard for many wrecked airships. Perhaps this is the result of the wave of destruction that occurred 500 years ago.
If you have some room in your field, I'd like to use a patch.
Huh? This is private property.
If you have some room in your field, I'd like to use a patch.
You're not allowed here. Go away.
I forget what lets me do this.
I wonder what the other researchers are doing.
I know you. You're that random ass bitch who showed up and did shit. Do I intend to play Zodiac Age sometime? Maybe.
Hello there. You're Dr. Gazal's assistant, but who are you?
Maybe is all I can
Tilda.
say.
I'm a doctor around here. We have a bit of a problem, I'm afraid. So I was just consulting with the assistant here.
He doesn't look happy. Is he injured?
Something is wrong, that's for sure. We just found him. He's ever so weak.
Huh, poor thing. But he'll be all right, with a vet and a doctor looking after him.
Right. This clever vet was just telling me about an effective medicine. That should help.
I'm still just a trainee. Dr. Gazal is the clever one. I just run errands. But I'm going to help this little one get better.
He'll stay with me for the first little while. Not that I know much about dogs. I usually treat people, obviously. All I need to do is have him drink the assistant's medicine. I can handle that.
Good news for the dog. I'm sure he'll get better soon.
He would, except... Well, we're out of ingredients to make the medicine.
Yeah, that's the problem, see?
Dog, doctor, and assistant. Dr. Gisal's assistant 13 has prescribed medicine for a sickly dog. A doctor called Tilda is looking after the dog over in the research camp, but she's missing key ingredients to make the cure. Specifically, she needs 4 day ring blossoms, 2 moonsoul blooms, and 5 clumps of goopy goo. Goopy goo can be harvested from triffids. Whoa, I have these already. Cool! It's almost like I did things for a purpose.
Ingredients for you.
Yes, you could. I mean, it's not like you'd have to go to the ends of the world to find them, or anything like that. The assistant can give you a list of what we need. This girl, she's actually more clever than she lets on.
Oh no, I'm not. I still hardly know anything at all. But I do know how to help the dog. He just needs the right medicine and he'll be fine.
Okay then, tell me what you need. And I should give these to Tilda, right?
Yes, please. Oh, thank you so much for helping out. Well, I've got to run. Dr. Gazal will be expecting me back at Canopus Farms.
Thank you so much. All right, little dog, it's time to drink your medicine. This'll fix you up. Gosh, will you look at that? This stuff works fast. Claudia will be so pleased.
Claudia? Who's that?
Who's that? Why, Dr. Gazal's assistant, of course. You met her earlier. Oh, wait. You know her as 13. Is that right? That Dr. Gazal. I don't know why he can't be bothered to learn people's names. Claudia is a wonderful assistant. Well, quite good anyway, and she deserves more respect. And when she's not sure about something, she always checks with the other assistant. Well, anyway, the dog is safe and sound. If you happen to run into Claudia again, let her know for me, would you?
Sure.
Oh, and here, I've got some leftover medicine. You can have it. Maybe it'll come in handy.
Animal potion?
Hey, Light.
Does the speed walkthrough get all meaningful chests? Like, it does list items. I'm not sure. Like, so far it does seem like it's picking up everything. So yeah, let's say yes. Sorry, I'm trying to think, because it doesn't say to use the animal potion. Is it supposed to be, like, so what? Yeah, it can be, but I know that, like... Actually, I think it does skip some of the EP chests, but I think it does pick up some, like it picked up the thingy. I'm not good with names. It picked up the item north of Arius. It was the Witch's Rosary. We got the Witch's Rosary. That was the first EP item we've picked up so far. Okay, so what it wants me to do now, eat the Yule's flower, but that's pretty out of the way. I'm gonna do it. On the Eremiti Plains, yep, that's that one. And fight 5 goblins while completing Omega Point. Alright, Omega Point requires me to go around anyway.
Why don't you try feeding some of that to the chocobo?
I'll just hold on to the animal potion, and I'll give it if it says at some point, you should have a fully restored chocobo at this point. There we go, Blizzara. So we have our first Raw spell, and that should definitely be equipped because Raws are super good for staggering. Old-fashioned photo frame. And then initiate this.
A traveler. Well, this is a rare treat.
This place is off the beaten track.
Let me tell you something. This used to be the center of civilization. It might be hard to believe, but up until a few centuries ago, this land was home to the world's largest city.
Yeah, a long time ago, right?
Yeah, that's right. And then the chaos came and devoured everything. Soon after, I set up camp here with my colleagues to research the dark power that swept over this land. No one's been keeping track of how long we've been out here, but it's been a while. We've been preoccupied, buried in our work, though we've made little progress. That chocobo is the rumored angel of Valhalla, isn't he? The chocobo of legends. Now that I've seen him for myself, he does look rather regal.
He's a lot more than regal.
Oh, no offense. I know he's a creature of destiny, fated to lead his ordained master to the truth.
So you know something about this legend?
Of course. My team and I have been in this mysterious land for many years. We call this the Omega Point, the origin of the chaos that erupted and spread throughout the land over 500 years ago. It appears the source of the chaos is rumored to be hidden somewhere inside the Temple of the Goddess, out here in the Wildlands. We were sent out here to investigate the Omega Point, but because of the rocky terrain, there are still areas we haven't been able to reach. Unfortunately, the Goddess's temple is one of them.
But now that the Angel of Valhalla has decided to grace us with his presence...
Exactly. With those wings, there's no doubt he can take you there. Many old remains have been discovered in this area. For example, do you see that over there? That's the wreckage of an airship that fell to the ground after getting sucked into the chaos. If only we could gather data from the wreckage, I'd be willing to bet it would be an enormous help to our research.
It might help you solve the mystery of what happened back when the world first started to fall apart. Is that the idea?
That's right. I can't promise we'll discover every last detail of what happened, but it would get us closer to the truth.
Omega Point. In the Wildlands is the Omega Point, the location where the chaos first burst into the world 500 years ago. At a nearby camp, scientists conduct a research mission that most of the world has forgotten. In the difficult, inhospitable terrain, there are many areas beyond the reach of the scientists, but not for Lightning and her healthy chocobo! Lightning should help the dogged scientists solve the many mysteries that surround the Omega Point. When is the first boss at this rate? I think, actually, we fight Noel.
The more we learn, the closer we get to the real truth. If there's anything I can do to help, I'm in.
We fight Noel today.
I appreciate that. Here, I want you to take this with you.
The data recorder.
This device extracts data from objects. Go to the ruins of the airship and search for any kind of debris that might be relevant to our research. When you find something, all you need to do is activate it. Once the device reaches its capacity, the light will flash, letting you know it's full. Come back when you're done. I'll be waiting here.
How many pieces of debris?
It varies by location and situation, but I'd estimate that 4 would probably do the trick out here.
I would estimate the 4 that the mission said to Greg. Womp. Turns out you can't make it that far.
We understand the situation. No matter how much research we do,
There's gremlins.
Is this it?
Unless we get Blizzard equipped.
I will fight evil.
Look at that power. I also staggered that other one. He's confused! He's confused! Hello, Ace. Light slash. Light slash. Alright. I honestly don't fully know where these 4 are, but I know that they shouldn't be too hard to find. Surprise! I was here this entire time.
Your soul is my plunder.
Oh, and by the way, if these guys are weak to ice. Actually, yeah, they're weak to ice, normal to other things. So, I could use something other than Blizzara, but Blizzara's too fun. I think there's... oh yeah, it's up there.
This could be one.
The village of Polta lies in the rocky foothills near the temple. You should talk to the villagers before venturing inside.
Is this a downed airship?
I got a sub button when I became affiliate.
Saz?
Almost a year ago.
Leave us alone.
What are you doing here? Oh. Dosh? Is he asleep?
Yeah, he's been like that for centuries. Silent as death. Ever since the chaos came and destroyed everything. His body's still alive, but his soul, it's not in there.
What's that?
It's a coffer of souls.
If I can collect enough soul fragments, Dodge will wake up. At least that's what I was told. Could just be a lie, though.
Who gave it to you?
Lumina. Enough talk. I gotta look after my son.
Hope, you've got to be able to find something about Dodge's condition.
I know, Lightning. I was listening too. I'll look into it.
My goodness me, if it isn't the Savior. Fancy meeting you here.
Don't go acting all sweet and innocent, Lumina. I know it's no coincidence that you're here.
Oh, so you think that I'm lurking around here, hiding poor little Dodge's soul. Is that it?
Hey, Roosta.
Something like that.
Nope. Though you're right that it's no coincidence. I'm here because I've been keeping an eye on you. I'm just so worried about whether you'll be able to save Saz.
Save Saz? What about Dodge?
Whatever. You can save both, if you'd really like. But you must have noticed that dear Daddy's soul is getting crushed, right, Savior?
Dodge's soul fragments. In order to save Saz, you would have to put Dodge's soul back together again. Does this game have a good story? Put Dodge's soul back together again! It's been splintered into 5 fragments and scattered across the world of Nola Chrysalia! Does this game have a good story? Yeah, that's pretty decent.
It's difficult to say what exactly is wrong with Dodge.
I hope there's still data inside.
Not even dreams. It's as if he's in a coma. He's just not in there.
The thing is, it really doesn't have anything to do with 13. It has more to do with 13-2. Like, there's not really anything about Lissy or Falsey in this game, other than a few brief mentions.
I want to do something to help, but I don't know where to start. I should have pushed Saz to tell me more, but the state he was in, he might not have been able to. I'm getting a signal. The indicator light is blinking. Looks like I got everything I need. Time to head back. Yule's flowers are still blooming here.
So, like, the thing to bear in mind is that this game is like 5% main story and 95% side quests.
I will fight evil. Going to change course. Going to change course. Do you dream of death?
Okay, I should have enough green others now. Yep. Done with those. I got the old-fashioned photo frame, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Got the Blizzara. Initialize the thing. Alright, so now I complete Omega Point and Mother and Daughter. Battle system is certainly a little hard to get into. Once you understand it a bit more, it's not too bad. Like, the biggest issue... So I'm gonna just take time here. Like, the biggest issue with Lightning Returns, like, it sort of does things completely opposite to 13 in this regard, in that it gives you very limited information and it expects you to experiment. But it does penalize you if, like, you die in a fight and you escape, you lose an hour of time. So it's not really, like, very research friendly, despite how it tries to encourage, like, you know, experimenting with different schemata and garbs and abilities and stuff. So it's kind of weird, but I really like the battle system. I really hated it in my first playthrough because I struggled really hard, but getting a lot of insight into strategies and stuff, which I was sort of intentionally handicapping myself because I refused to use a guide, I refused to use external resources, And so, like, I was completely on my own, and I didn't really learn things too well as the result. But, so my first playthrough, I really hated the game. My second playthrough, I used a lot of external resources, a lot of external aid, guides, up the wazoo, etc. More on battle mechanics than anything. And once I started understanding how things work in this game, I started enjoying it a lot more. So unlike 13 and 13.2, you can easily get yourself into a situation where you're in the middle of a fight and you can't do anything because you don't have the right abilities. So, like, what I ended up doing in a second playthrough was whenever I was going to do a fight, I looked up information on that enemy and I set up my 3 garbs around the enemies. Because you only have 12 abilities across 3 garbs, 4 per garb. You need to, like, strategize. Like, even if you have the information on what the enemy is weak to and how you want to stagger them, you have to strategize how you're going to put those 12 abilities across your 3 garbs. Especially since each garb has at least 1 locked ability. So you should choose the garb based on, like, the ability or the special bonuses that it gives, and etc, etc. So it's kind of like a lot to take in, but like once you get into it, it's pretty good. On the other hand, the speedrun of this game, I mean, I guess like it makes sense that in the speedrun we have everything set up optimally. But if you just look at the speedrun and you compare it to like how I'm playing the game right now, you'll feel like it's night and day, I guess. I don't know. I was trying to think of 2 different things that are opposites. Like peanut butter and jelly. No, that's not opposites. It's like summer and winter or something. I don't know. But I like the game a lot. It's just really hard to like understand. In terms of the story though, like I said, the main story is like 5% of the game. The most of the story is just like the side quests and seeing these people who have nothing to do with the 13 trilogy, but have these side quests that have stories within themselves. Straight man and gay man. Yeah, it's like compare the 2. It's like a straight man and a gay man. In that they're pretty close, except one fucks women and one fucks men.
I think I may have enough. Will this do?
Excellent work. I'll analyze this information at once. Let's see here. This is rather unexpected. I've managed to detect what seems to be part of an audio file. Let's hear it. And that's where it ends.
The pilot said he saw something impossible. What do you think that could be?
I don't suppose it could be darkness of some sort. Perhaps it was the unseen chaos that supposedly sealed beneath Etro's temple.
Who could he have meant by the woman? You don't suppose that could have been the goddess? That doesn't seem possible, but...
The goddess? No, I don't think so. That would defy science. It was probably just the pilot seeing his wife's face flash before his eyes before he died. But what's that saying? Never say never. In order to produce a scientific explanation, we need to keep gathering more data.
Still got a long way to go.
Yes, but thanks to you, we're already a step closer. A little progress is better than no progress at all.
I would say you're right.
Things have been stagnant for a long, long time, as you know. That tiny bit of new information is an amazing discovery for researchers everywhere.
All right.
You can't imagine the
That
great
said, I don't
things
think I'm
given us
actually
all.
doing main story stuff for the next
It
bit.
wasn't all thanks to me. I couldn't have done it without this guy over here, the Angel of Valhalla.
Oh, right. I don't have this as the active window because I was doing other things in the background. All right. True. I guess you came in right in the middle of the main story segment. But I'm going to be doing some side questing. If you're going to stick around for a little bit, though, I will say, if you're worried about the time limit in this game, use Chronostasis. It's pretty cheap, and it's pretty easy to get that EP back. You don't really need to worry about the time limit in this game unless you're literally not doing main story stuff forever. Like, you could spend several days doing side quests and then go, alright, I'm going to do a main quest. Like, the main quests themselves, like, if you stick to a single one, they're pretty short. Like, you could do one a day. Like I would say start doing some of the early easy side quests to get some easy stats. Oh, and the other thing, like it says here, day 2, 6 days left. But if you complete a main quest, it adds a day. So, like, if you do main quest 1 on day 2 and you have 6 days left, then you'll start day 3 with 6 days left, and then you do main quest 3 on day 3, and then you start at day 4, you have 6 days left, you know? So, like, you could do one main quest a day, you could do one main quest every 2 days, you'll have enough time. That's part of the thing that the game doesn't do a good job of explaining, is that that time limit isn't a hard limit, it extends if you do main quests. It also sort of extends if you do side quests, but you don't actually find that out until the last day. When you unlock the extra day. And if you do run out of days, like, it is sort of game over, but then you can restart the game with all the stats and abilities and garbs that you've grabbed. So it's basically playing a Song of Time and starting over from the beginning with all of the goodies you've accumulated to this point. You'll have to redo the main quests, like Majora's Mask. You could also redo some side quests. Actually, all the side quests, like Majora's Mask. It's a little different than Majora's Mask, though, because it doesn't rely on the whole, like, play the Song of Time to reset everything mechanic, but... I just point that out because there was at least one person who said, I ran out of time, so I started a new game. I'm like, no, just do the new game plus. Alright, I want to talk to the Forge.
You won't find a selection like this anywhere else.
Yeah, so these weapons increase ATB speed, so I want those. The Liberator is actually one that we already have. Actually, interesting, Liberator and Juno Suspida are from the Ark. Yeah, because we started with Scramasax and Devil's Daughter. Crimson Blitz does have an ATB speed plus, though, so I don't need by 2. Unless I want better stats, because the Liberator does have the best stats right now.
Come again.
I love the extermination mechanic. I love the stagger mechanics. Like, I think it's all great. My main gripe is that there aren't enough enemies. I mean, I guess it sort of makes sense. The world is ending. There's only like one of each enemy left in the game, or one of each type of enemy left in the game, but it just feels like there aren't enough. Right, so I want to... You can see how, like... I'm very versatile, or not versatile, I'm very diverse with my weapons and shields. I'm only putting ATB speed pluses on my shit. This one has an extra one. Oh, because Passion Rouge has 2 ATB recovery pluses. I don't need Defender anymore, do I? Especially now that I got... Actually, why do I... Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, this is the garb that debuffs. Okay, so I don't really care about things. I guess like resist damage would be a bit better, but depends on what I'm gonna fight though. I mean, like, so what I'm saying is, like, if you look at the bestiary of this game, these are, like, the main types of enemies. And then when you open up each one, there's small scale, mid scale, large scale. There aren't really too many enemies. Compare that with, like, 13-2, which has, like, 11 different types of gremlins in the game. Like, this is the only gremlin. Nope, not actually no, yeah, that is the only gremlin, but the one I was actually thinking of was goblin. There's only one goblin in the game, and it's this. There isn't a goblin chieftain. There isn't a munchkin. There isn't a munchkin maestro. And then the bajillion other types that appear in 13-2. This is the only one that appears in this game. Which, I mean, like, okay, like, there's, the world's ending, and so most of the enemies that existed in the past games have gone extinct. But still, I just feel like I wish there were more. Alright, I think I'm gonna finish this side quest and I'm gonna call it a night because I don't want to, like, I'm not gonna be able to finish day 2.
I think about her all the time. Where is she?
Oh. What? Oh, I was supposed to talk to her again. Shit. Okay, we're gonna just... This is fine. Anyway, I'm gonna finish this and then I'm gonna call it a night. I can't stay up much later than this because I have to wake up early for school. Dude, you're in school? No, I teach. Dude, you teach? Yeah. What do you teach? Calculus. That's so cool. Root of x squared is 0. Oh, you meant with respect to x. Sorry, I thought you meant with respect to t. And I thought that t and x were independent variables. Common mistake.
Oh, looks like you have a cute little admirer. I think she senses you saved her life.
She's not scared of people. Maybe she was a pet.
Yes, that could very well be the case. Usually the ones that live in the wild aren't so friendly.
If she does belong to someone, then...
What is it?
I just remembered a woman that I met out on the trail near Canopus Farms. She was upset and told me that she had lost her dog.
Maybe I should go talk to her about the dog. Yeah, that's what I was supposed to have done before. Random ass chaos. That's gone. Okay, well, that was exciting.
Yes? Remember telling me about your family?
I do, but I don't have family anymore. Like I told you, my darling Clove just ran away. What? Clove? Clove, is that really you? It is! Where have you been? I thought you were dead! I'm so glad you're back safe and sound. I am never ever letting you out of my sight again.
Yay! Alright, we have completed 11 side quests. Yay! Alright. I am done for today. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll be back in the future with more content of this nature. Peace, love, penis. Penis.